Hello again and welcome to another Nick Beck's watch reviews. Today, as you can see in front of you, I have a new Lorus watch. This is a kind of like a Seiko-esque turtle shaped oval case watch. Bought it recently from Amazon, very cheap, and just thought I'd review it because it's just kind of nice. Anyway, before I move on, let me say thank you to all my existing subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers, all the great comments, again to Duncan, the Time Bombardier, and to Bricktop especially for all the lovely comments and all the support you give me for the channel. And like I say, thanks for everybody that bothers to watch my videos and keep subscribing, keep watching. I said before, I'm an amateur. I don't do it very often. I don't really get a great deal of time. I'd love to put more time and more watches on review, but unfortunately I just simply don't have the money. Anyway, before I start the video, let me just show you the hang tag of this one, and if I can get that to go into focus. Typically I can't. There we go. This is the RH9271-X9, and like I say, it's a Lorus quartz watch. It's I'm not really sure what you would call it. It's like a diver's watch. It's very similar to the turtle that Seiko make, or that shape. It's just, I suppose it's kind of the cheap affordable version, if you like. So without further ado, I'll bring it up to the camera, show you around, tell you what I think, and we'll go from there. So this is it. We've got on this one, the case is 45mm. The lug to lug on this one is 50mm. We have 100 meters of water resistance, loom hands and loom indices, which I will show you. It's 8mm thick. It's quite a thin guy, this one. We've got a lot of polishing on the side, on the flanks of the watch. Let me just flick it round there and show you the edges, with a nice gold crown. We have gold indices on the outer bezel. Now this bezel doesn't actually turn, it's a fixed bezel, and like I say, this is a cheap version of a turtle, so we can't expect much. Anyway, we've got a brushing on the shoulders of the watch and on the bottom on the lugs, and that's pretty good. It seems to be pretty well executed. The indices are printed in gold on the bezel, and it's printed, it's not embossed, it's not kind of engraved or anything, but again, it's nicely done. It's a satin finish bezel. Moving on to the dial, and I need to get that into the light to show you. You can see we've got a sunburst black dial with stripes going across the dial. Lorus painted or printed in gold, and 100 meters water resistance printed in gold underneath. It's all markers rather than digits on this one. You have very Seiko-like hands, kind of like a broadsword and a large arrow. They do have loom, and they are pretty good. I think it's probably Seiko Super Luminova, which I will show you a loom shot, but it's probably quite a thin layer, because although it's very bright to start with, it doesn't really last very long. We have a 20mm lug width on this one. Now it come originally, and I'm going to pop a picture up now of the strap. It come on a rubber black diver's strap, and I just can't get on with them unless they're really expensive quality. They just pick up the lint, and they just look ugly as far as I'm concerned. So I swapped this one out for a NATO, and this is a Woki NATO, and as you can see, it's kind of like a khaki gold colour. I think it really works with this watch. It was literally £6.99 on Amazon, and the watch, believe it or not, was £44. Now I think, for what it is, it's a pretty stylish looking watch, and I think it's really ultra good value. Let's not forget, this is made by Seiko, and if it had Seiko on the dial, I think you'd probably be looking at another £100 at least. So like I say, it's a quartz movement, crown at 4 o'clock there, which is in gold. Hardlex crystal is very, there's not really a great deal to say about the watch without actually kind of, looking at it. Rather, it's much easier to kind of to look at it rather than to describe it, if you know what I mean. You've got a date window that's quite small at 4 o'clock, but that fortunately is black on white. Sorry, yes, black on white, I beg your pardon, that's correct. So that's quite readable. You've got polished gold hands with a polished gold second hand, plenty of lume in the hands, plenty of lume in the framed gold indices, and your lume pip. And like I say, you would have seen the lume shots. It's quite a lightweight watch. It's only 88mm thick, and yeah, like I say, it's Hardlex crystal on this one, £44. I mean, I think it's quite a stylish watch for your money. It's pretty good bang for your buck, if you know what I mean. I bought a couple of NATOs. I got a black NATO and like I say, this kind of gold khaki, which I think really works. And obviously you've seen the wrist shots, and I will post a couple more up. So that's the new Lorus Quartz. And just one last thing on this one, the second hand more or less hits the markers, which is actually really quite nice for a quartz watch, especially one of this price point. So yeah, so that is it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again for everybody that bothers to watch my channel, all my subscribers. Please keep subscribing. I'm nearly up to 1400. It would be fantastic to get there. I think I'm about 8 or 9 off now. And yeah, look forward to my next review. Thanks for watching.